Okay, it's time for the promised tour of my basement Oohs and Ahs people grow room upgrade. I wanted to get all this finished before showing you, but right now, I'm only 50% of the way through. Yes, as you can see, my basement is already full of plants. With so much stuff left to do, this is less than ideal, but let me explain. Remember those chili plants in the grow tents up in my attic I showed you a few months back? Do you recall how excited young Everest was about testing his SunPar LED grow lights and ACDE Fusion air-cooled hoods in his brand new converted attic? Well, amigos, that was before the heat wave came. Air temperatures outside hit 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 37 degrees Celsius, and my attic soared to 88 degrees, around 32 degrees Celsius. And oh, that was before any grow lights were switched on. Yikes! Yeah, it doesn't matter how powerful or shiny your extraction pans are. If your ambient temperatures are too high, then you're never going to make your grow room any cooler simply by blowing more air. You need to invest in additional cooling in the form of an evaporative cooler or air conditioner. Attics are particularly susceptible to extremes in ambient temperature. I massively overestimated what my insulation could do. Lesson learned. Now, evaporative coolers are ideal for indoor growers who live in very arid desert-type climates where the relative humidity struggles to reach 30 or 40%, but I wouldn't recommend them for anywhere else. Air conditioners are more commonly used by growers to keep their temperatures at sensible levels. You can get pretty powerful portable units these days, which can be handy in emergencies like this, but they're really not nearly as efficient as mini splits, which is the way I intend to go. Probably an Ideal Air Pro Dual 48,000 BTU to cool both of my attic spaces, or perhaps two 24,000 BTU models to spread my bets. For this year, though, my attic ambitions are on pause until the fall. Okay, this is the new home of my refugee attic plants. Oh, you poor little guys. At the back is a Spider X Plus over a 4x4. You may remember the 4 chili plants, 2 in the Unislabs, 2 in the unorthodox Delta Hugo stack, all on drippers, 2 per plant, 1 high, 1 low, 42-gallon res beneath. PPMs are running around 750 or an EC of 1.5 millisiemens. Just feeding them twice a day so the roots dry out a bit in between irrigations in an effort to steer them toward flowering and fruit production. Plenty of flower sites, pH automatically controlled, all looking good. Next up, I rescued 4 well-developed plants in Growdown Delta 4-inch blocks and set them free in these GT424 NFT systems by NutriCulture. 45-liter reservoirs, same nutrients. I'm running Florinova Bloom by General Hydroponics, a 1-part slurry formula with RO water CalMag to 300 ppm. Very easy to use. Just shake that bottle like your life depends on it, or that it's been a couple of weeks since you've had a hot date. So these 2 systems are being illuminated by a 750-watt Adjust-A-Wings Hellion double-ended HPS system, just 18 inches, that's 45 centimeters, above the canopy with a super spreader to help diffuse hot spots beneath the lamp. Incredible intensity, up to 900 micromoles, and I've got the wings on a wide setting so the adjacent plants benefit from some side lighting too. Nearest the door, I have these twin 2x4 trays, which I'm using to veg up these cuttings in nursery pots filled with Growdan Grow Wool. They're actually about ready for a transplant now, as I'm having to hand irrigate them almost every day, and I'll most likely transplant them to Grow Pro fabric pots full of Grow Wool, and I'll talk more about this amazing stuff in an upcoming video too. Above these guys, I've got the Diowatt 1440 LED fixture set to blue vegetative spectrum, and as you can see, it's a fair distance from the plants, but they're still benefiting from around 300 micromoles of light. Once it's time to drive fruit production, I'll either switch to the bloom spectrum like this, or go all guns blazing mode, which is incredible. The micromole readings shoot up significantly, so I want to get them settled into their fabric pots first before going all out. And then I'll convert one of these trays to a flood and drain setup and possibly more drippers for the other. Okay, all the grow lights here are running on my Helios 8-light 240-volt controller by Titan Controls. This beast has been serving me well without a hitch for over 5 years now. I'm cooling my basement with a ConAtom climate controller. This can cool grow rooms with up to 8.4 kilowatts of light. Pretty amazing for such a compact and quiet piece of kit. Admittedly, I'm not really challenging it much yet with the lighting I have running in here, but I plan to in the future, and I got everything installed in the afternoon with the help of my friend Craig. Pulled the wool over his eyes. No need for specialist tools or an AC engineer. It's basically 100% plug and play. The condensing unit is designed to be housed indoors, not outdoors. I have mine positioned up here in the old servant staircase. Fresh on your drink, Governor. An 8-inch hyper fan connected to a thermostat is positioned above, exhausting out the hot air when needed, and my house is surrounded by neighbors, so this keeps noise to a minimum, and Everest can maintain his status as a pillar of the community. I say, fine, sir. Well done, chap. Well done. So, what's left to do here? Answer: a lot. This room is sort of semi-sealed field right now, which isn't very efficient. I'm still pulling in fresh air from an adjacent room using a 6-inch hyperfan, and my 10-inch hyperfan and fresh filter up here is just turning over at the minimum. The 8-inch hyperfan in the stairway is generating negative pressure too, pulling air through the numerous gaps between doors and frames and this spare duct port here. So, to battle the obvious inefficiencies here, inevitably some cool air gets sucked straight out of the grow room. I'm ducting cool air expelled from the con atom over to the other side of my grow room with the help of a 6-inch hyperfan running 24/7. My main concerns are humidity spikes and CO2 depletion, so my urgent next steps are to replace all the doors with proper PVC sealable doors, seal the room completely, and add carbon dioxide and dehumidifiers. Then I'll be a lot closer to creating a true climate room, which I can run 365 days of the year. Okay, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm very much still dialing this in by hand. I've managed to get the humidity fairly stable around 65%, and temperatures are around 27 degrees Celsius or around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. The chilies are loving this environment, especially with all the air movement in the room, and I just hope that I can keep them generative as I don't have much vertical space in some places. I've also got these chilies in 2 super sprouter propagators down here. I'm letting them root their A-OK starter cubes just in the ambient light of my grow room. It's around 70 to 80 micromoles, which is ideal. Questions and comments below, you know the drill. I hope you'll follow along as I finish my upgrades, subscribing and supporting, so please don't forget to log into YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Come on, you know you want to tap it. Just hit it. Adios, amigos. See you soon. This is Everest, out.